Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video, we are going to be reviewing Aloha Scooby-Doo, which takes the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated gang all the way to Hawaii, where they have to deal with curses, spirits, creatures, and kidnapping. Now, this movie could have been absolutely brilliant, as the location that these characters go to is really, really tropical. All of the characters are really, really interesting. The aesthetic feels a little bit horror-based, and at points, it does feel like they're in a bit of an impossible situation. However, the opening sequence really did reveal a little bit too much, and they did kind of give the game away, and as such, the mystery was really predictable. But that being said, you know, it is great from an escapist point of view, which I'm going to be breaking down for you in this movie review. So from a storyline point of view, the brand Goha Aloha want Daphne to create some swimwear for them, and so give her and the gang an all-expenses paid trip to see the Big Kahuna Surfing competition in Hanakuna. Over there, the residents are really annoyed, as the surfing competition was primarily only for the islanders, but now has been opened up to the mainlanders to be able to enter this as well. The residents are also really annoyed, as a new real estate company called Coconut Beach Condominiums is hoping to build a resort over there. This then ultimately leads to some small tiki demon creatures attacking and kidnapping Manu, who is the Big Kahuna Surfing competition winner. His girlfriend, who is called Snooki, gets kidnapped by these Wiki-Tiki demons. There is also a big Wiki-Tiki demon that is attacking everyone, and everyone is under the impression that he's doing this because they are building a resort on sacred land. The Mystery Incorporated gang then need to work out who is the person that is behind all of this chaos, how are they going to stop them, how are they going to save Snooki the character, and most importantly, who is going to be the new champion of the Big Kahuna Surfing competition. So from a casting characters point of view, it's really interesting, as we are set in Hawaii, so we have a lot of Hawaiian characters in this one, which is really, really great. But first, let's go through the Mystery Incorporated gang first. So they are all trying to solve the mystery in terms of what is happening with this Wiki-Tiki character, how are they going to be able to stop this character, and what is actually really, really going on. Daphne's obviously the main narrative lead, as she is the character that is being invited to this island where all of this chaos is then ensuing. We also have Mario Lopez, who voices the character of Manu, who is the Big Kahuna Surfing competition winner, and is kind of helping the gang understand all of the different craziness that is going on. We also have Manu's friend, who is called Little Jim, who is really frantic about what happened to Snooki, and is also kind of helping the Mystery Incorporated gang members to try to work out what's really going on. We then have Snooki, the character herself, who you only really see in the beginning of the film. I won't reveal whether or not you see her later on, but she's kind of kidnapped in the opening sequence, and is the big character that everyone is hoping to try to find. We then have the Wiki-Tiki big demon himself, who you don't see that much of either. You kind of see the little tiki demons a lot more, but either way, the Wiki-Tiki demon is a bit of a surfing expert and is kind of also causing a lot of chaos on the island. Like I said, we then have the Wiki-Tiki demons, who are a little bit terrifying themselves, and they are literally the ones that are causing a lot of chaos. I'd compare them a lot to like the Gremlins, as they're very gruesome looking and they're really unstoppable, especially when they're all together. We then have the real estate owner, Ruben Aloha, who you kind of suspect as well, as he is the person that wants to have the island to create his big resort onto. We then have the Goha Aloha company rep, Jared Moon, who is the person that invited Daphne onto the island and is kind of representing that company, and is also making some money by having some artifacts that are able to protect people from the Wiki-Tiki. We then have Auntie Mahina, who is Manu's aunt, and is the character that people go to kind of have a lot of wisdom and advice. And then finally, we have the mayor, Millie Quinn, who is trying to keep everyone calm, ensure that nobody runs off the island, and to try to keep all of the peace. But then obviously she is going to become crumbling when everything is unstoppable from all of these Wiki-Tiki characters. So from a casting characters point of view, overall, this film is actually pretty decent. So from a visuals point of view, this film is actually really, really cool. Escaping to Hawaii looks really, really cool. You really do feel like you're in there with the different characters, as everything is very tropical, very magical, very amazing. And then especially when you see the darker side of it, that looks really, really cool as well. And like I said before, the Wiki-Tiki demon characters are very terrifying, and you can kind of see why everyone is going a bit nuts when they see them, which is absolutely crazy. I would say they could have made the Wiki-Tiki demon character himself a little bit more horrific, as he is a bit of a joke character at some points, and I feel like they could have made that a little bit more adrenaline based, but you know, that being said, it does look pretty decent. And then finally we have the actual surfing competition itself. You've seen surfing happening quite a lot in Scooby-Doo movies, so it's nothing new necessarily, but it's a nice addition from a visuals point of view. So overall, the visuals look really, really great in this animated movie special. So from a comparison point of view, like I said earlier, the actual mystery is really predictable, which is a little bit frustrating, and as such, I would compare this movie to Monster of Mexico, Loch Ness, and definitely Curse of the Lake Monster, which also kind of revealed what the final thing was going to happen in this opening sequence, which very similarly happened in this movie, which is a little bit frustrating. But you know, that being said, in terms of comparing it to other films, in terms of the escapism and kind of having an international mystery and a very immersive location, I would definitely compare it to Chill Out Scooby-Doo, as well as Where's My Mummy, which is definitely taking you to a whole new location in those two films. So from a comparison point of view, while the mystery was frustratingly easy, I would say, you know, the escapism is pretty decent in this film. So overall, I'd say Aloha Scooby-Doo has a really great narrative, really interesting characters, brilliant visuals, but like I said, the mystery was a little bit too obvious. But that being said, you know, I do feel like it balances light and dark really, really well in this film, and it's a really great escapist movie as well. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 5.5 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.